soon as I can find them, we'll celebrate our birthdays. I don't know. Oh, there they are. Okay, today it is October 30th. Celebrating a birthday today, songwriter Eddie Holland. He's one-third of the Holland-Dozier Holland Motown songwriters. He is 80. Singer Grace Slick is 80. Kind of hard to believe. And singer Otis Williams of The Temptations, 78. The Fonz, Henry Winkler, hey, he's 74 today. Other birthdays today, how about Timothy B. Schmidt of the Eagles and Poco, he is 72. Actor Harry Hamlin, 68. Actor Charles Martin Smith, 66. Actor Kevin Pollak, 62. Actor Michael Beach is 56. Actor Jack Plotnick, 51. Cash Cab host Ben Bailey, 49. Actor Billy Brown is 49. Actress Nia Long is 49. Actor Gail Garcia Bernal is 41. Actor Matthew Morrison from Glee, 41. Actress Fiona Dourif is 38. Actor Sean Sipos, 38. Actor Tasso Feldman, 36. Actress Janelle Parrish, 31. Actor Taquan Richmond, 27. And actress Kennedy McMahon is 23.
Enter to win a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
I love cake.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Every week, we'll give away a delicious Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake, and you could win.
I think it's time to celebrate!
Do you have a birthday?
Roger that.
Yes.
Then call, email, or regular mail us the date, include your name, address, and phone number. Every Friday morning, we'll pick a winner for that week. Send us the birthdays of your family, your coworkers, and your friends. We'll put the information in our database, then send them birthday greetings on their special day. And every week, we pick a winner for the Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
Where no matter how you slice it, it's a piece of cake.
Let's see who will have their cake and eat it, too.
Don't wait. Enter now and get ready to win.
Oh my God, really? That is too cool.
On AM 1230.
Let's celebrate our KXO Cold Stone Creamery birthdays. Happy birthday, Susan Duarte, Veronica Rios, Anita Salgado, Gracie Ortiz, Roberto Trujillo, Alexa Mendoza, Noe Vasquez, Melissa Chavaria, Bosco Richmond, Lindsay Dale, Sergio Pescaria, Cynthia Lizarrica, Erin Gabriel Diaz, Cara Laguera, Alicia Garcia, Stevie Rangel, Richard Wilson, Esther Rivera, Tori Hunt, Sharon Evert, Bree and Gage Cox, Bruno Herzog, Charlene Estabillo, David Ellis, Diana Moreno Inman, Enrique Payares, Eric Cox, Gordon Belt, Jason Burton, Kylan McFadden, Myrna Mannix, Nancy Hamilton, Sam Tejas, Martha Alicia Guzman, Teresa Ponce, Savannah Quintero, and Juan Vega. Happy birthday from KXO and Cold Stone Creamery. And we have to add two names, Henry and Javier Valdez, celebrate today as well. Anybody else you can think of, Gene?
You had to add those then, is that
Had to
right?
add them,
Somebody they said, add them or?
Well, they said, hey, you're a nice guy. Would you do this for us? And as you know, I'm a nice guy. I did it.
You did it.
Yes. It's just the kind of guy I am.
You answered the phone. Is that what they did this morning? They called in at the last minute?
Yeah, and for some reason it wasn't on the list. It should have been. I'll blame George.
You know, when you're not on a list and you think you are, that's troubling.
It is.
When
I'm on a lot of lists.
You accept the fact that you're on a lot of people's lists, and when that doesn't happen, whoo, it's a big disappointment.
Yeah, I don't want to disappoint anybody.
Yeah, that's right, including yourself.
You got it. Well, let's see. Today, the eve of Halloween.
We could have said yesterday the eve of Halloween.
Yeah. And that means, of course, tonight I will be in the pumpkin patch awaiting the arrival of the great pumpkin.
You're going to be there tonight?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
because the great pumpkin arrives on the eve of Halloween, just like, Santa arrives on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll be in the pumpkin patch waiting.
I think that's a stretch, but
Yeah.
could be. Anyway, I'm going to let you continue to believe that. I wouldn't want to, burst your bubble or anything.
No. I would be mightily disappointed.
Mightily.
Yes. Are you aware Monday was National Cat Day?
No.
Yeah.
No.
But as you know, according to the average cat, every day is cat day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catnip day.
Yeah. Today is Candy Corn Day.
Candy corn.
Yep. Pure sugar.
Yeah, that kind of stuff that probably has a shelf life of at least 400 or 500 years.
Right there with the Twinkies.
Yes, sirree. Well, I think the Twinkies have just about everybody beat. I mean, I remember when that information came out, I thought they were pulling our leg, and then I found out, no, they're serious.
Yeah. And today is also Sugar Addiction Awareness Day.
I understand.
Okay. Just another addiction to put on the list and see your favorite psychologist about, right?
For help.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, we've got news and such.
On a Wednesday, the beginning of Hump Day.
Yes. Are
We
you
do.
ready for the news?
We've got news. I'm ready.
We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist, heating and air conditioning. Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Update. Wildfires in Southern California are spreading. New flames have erupted this morning near the Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley. Spokeswoman Melissa Giller.
We had all of our brush cleared just a handful of months ago, just for this very reason. So I know they're doing everything they can to protect us.
Officials in Ventura County say the fire is burning between Simi Valley and Moore Park. They've ordered mandatory evacuations. There are rare extreme red flag warnings posted in L.A., where Santa Ana winds could kick up gusts of up to 80 miles an hour today. To the north in Sonoma County, firefighters are making progress. The massive wildfire in wine country now 30% contained. A frustrated Governor Newsom wants to know,
can these utilities figure this out and do the damn work that is long overdue to focus on modernizing their grid, undergrounding their grid, and making sure that they have a grid where they can target these blackouts in a more sophisticated manner.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Yes, summer is over, but it still can get hot. You can rely on York's Affinity Premium Comfort System to keep your home cool and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology that automatically adjusts to meet demand, helping to significantly reduce your energy bill. You can stay connected via Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat with programmable reminders and selectable operating modes to optimize your comfort. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency. Contractor license 696216.
California headline news. Yet another fast-moving wildfire has broken out in Southern California. Mandatory evacuations in place in Simi Valley and parts of nearby Moore Park. The fire burning through dry brush. The flames not far from the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. The two biggest fires in the state, the Kincaid fire that's charred nearly 80,000 acres in Sonoma County. The Getty fire threatening thousands of homes in L.A. Governor Newsom thanking firefighters.
324 fires were taken down by CAL FIRE alone in the last 24 hours, 654 in the last 48 hours.
More than 400,000 Californians without electricity overnight. PG&E's Scott Strenfel saying the winds won't be as strong up north as last weekend, but the landscape is dry.
That is a factor that we consider, the amount of fuel moisture that's available in fuels, because the lower the fuel moisture, the easily fuels are ignitable, and potentially the more catastrophic the fire spread.
Upper 70s in L.A., mid-70s in San Jose. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. That means heating and air conditioning.
Haul packages for a living? A gas-powered Mercedes-Benz Sprinter delivers. Transport people? A Sprinter van with 0% financing is a 5-star idea. If food delivery is your thing, then a gas Sprinter caters to you. And if you're a general contractor, the Sprinter with 0% financing nails it. With innovation, safety, and technology, Sprinter is built for you. And it's built for your bottom line with 0% financing. The Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, starting at just $33,790. And for a limited time with IRS Section 179, you could be eligible for up to a $25,000 tax deduction. Gas engine, 0% financing, and a possible tax deduction? Now that's a Sprinter that delivers. Mercedes-Benz. Vans. Born to run.
MSRP excludes all options, taxes, title, registration, transportation charge, and dealer prep fee. Options, model availability, and actual dealer price may vary. See dealer for details about costs and terms. Only valid on 2018 or 2019 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans excluding cab chassis. Qualified commercial customers only. Financing offer valid through January 2nd, 2020. Consult your tax advisor. For more information, limits may apply. Visit mbvans.com.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 of the service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They've got 2 locations in the valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue, right next to Food for Less.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, a red flag warning went into effect at 11 last night. It will remain in effect throughout the day, today being Wednesday. The warning is issued by the National Weather Service. A red flag warning is issued when there is a chance of strong gusty winds and very low humidity in the forecast. The combination increases the chance of dangerous brush fires. Winds are expected between 20 and 30 miles per hour, with gusts up to 50 miles per hour in southeastern Imperial County. The National Weather Service says the strong winds could affect driving conditions as well. 2 small earthquakes were reported yesterday morning. The first, a magnitude 3.6, was recorded at 9:21 a.m. with an epicenter about 13 miles northwest of Julian. The second shaker was a magnitude 3.0 at 11:05 a.m. with an epicenter about 17 miles northeast of Ocotillo. There are no reports of injury or damage. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
Nominations are being accepted. They are for the 2020 Mardi Gras King and Queen. The city of El Centro will be accepting nominations until 5 p.m. December 13th. The city says the distinction is held by 1 prominent male and female within the El Centro community. The King and Queen will host the City of El Centro Mardi Gras King and Queen coronation reception to be held January the 16th. They will also participate in interviews with various media entities to promote Mardi Gras Light Parade and Street Festival and ride on the last float in the Mardi Gras Parade on February 22nd. Nominations need to be submitted to the El Centro Community Center on 1st Street in El Centro. Eligible candidates may live or work in El Centro. Nomination applications are available for download on the City of El Centro's website, or a nomination form can be picked up in person at the El Centro Community Center. Attached endorsements, letters of support, biographies, and other pertinent documents. You can do that. You can attach that to the application. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us, though, for page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They've got 2 locations in the valley, one in Brawley, another in El Centro. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
It's the 63rd annual Brawley Cattle Call Rodeo. Look at the trial, look at the effort. The rodeo stock contractor is the Flying U Rodeo Company, and that means great action. It all begins November the 9th at 2 p.m., then again at 7 p.m., and then again on Sunday, November 10th at 1 p.m. Backed by popular demand this year, Mariachi Mesteco, after Sunday's rodeo performance. Plus, it's Family Day, starting at 11 a.m. on Sunday the 10th, with free pony rides, face painting, and ropers. Come early and stay for the rodeo. This year's special performances are by world-famous Justin Rumford and the world-famous Charro Tomas Garcilaso, plus the world's smallest rodeo clown, Charlie Too Tall West, all 4 foot 6 inches of him. Ticket office is now open at 502 Main Street in Brawley, or buy online at cattlecallrodeo.com.
Let's see what you got tonight. Get back.
Cattle Call Rodeo is brought to you in part by the Jack in the Box Restaurants and One World Meat Company.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning.
Cattle Call Week, it all starts this Saturday. The 2019th installment of Cattle Call Week kicks off with the traditional chili cook-off at Plaza Park. Gates open at 9 a.m. Other traditional events during Cattle Call Week include cowboy poetry on Tuesday, mariachi night on Wednesday. Thursday is the Cowbells Tri-Tip Dinner. The Chuck Wagon Breakfast is held early in the morning on November the 9th. The Cattle Call Parade is also on the 9th. And the 3 professional rodeo performances will be on November 9th and 10th. There will be 2 on the 9th and 1 on the 10th. Other events include a children's rodeo, dances, and concerts at various locations. The theme for the 2019 Cattle Call is Extreme Sport, Cowboy Style. California Highway Patrol is to focus on impaired drivers. It is a new campaign. The California Impaired Driving Campaign is being funded through a grant from the California Office of Traffic Safety. The purpose is to reduce the number of traffic collisions caused by impaired drivers through enforcement and education. The grant will provide the California Highway Patrol the funding for additional driving under the influence saturation patrols, checkpoints, and traffic safety education efforts throughout the state. The efforts are designed to remove DUI drivers from the roadway and educate the public regarding the dangers of impaired driving. The CHP will also actively participate in California's Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over efforts. The CHP is also reminding the public to call 911 if they observe a suspected DUI driver. Imperial County Regional Disaster Drill 2019. It will be held today. The county and other partnering agencies will participate in the drill. Emergency personnel and staff representing Imperial County, Imperial Irrigation District, various cities, and hospitals will be stationed at locations countywide and at the Emergency Operations Center, testing equipment and procedures in preparation for future need. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurances.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a cold upper low center settling into the Intermountain West will continue to bring below normal temperatures to the region through the latter portion of the work week. Another cold front will push through the area today, bringing breezy conditions as well as a reinforcing shot of cold air. Highs today in the Imperial and Yuma valleys will fall into the mid to upper 60s. And the low temperatures tomorrow morning will fall into the mid-30s to low 40s. Freezing temperatures are likely for higher elevation communities. Dry conditions will persist through the rest of the week, with temperatures gradually warming back to near normal by the weekend. 79 our high yesterday, 42 the low. It'll be sunny today with a high near 68. North wind 10 to 15 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 40. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest after midnight. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 73. Northwest wind around 5 miles per hour. 53 degrees downtown, 15% relative humidity. Wind out of the north-northwest at 7 to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options.
I want Sochi Buckley fries.
And I want an Imperial Thick Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers, El Centro, Holtville, and Brawley. That's where you'll find what you need when you need it. Well, the Washington Nationals found what they needed. They needed power. Yeah, and they powered up, beat the Astros 7-2 in Game 6 of the best-of-7 series, now knotted at 3 games apiece. Game 7, the final game. Coming up tonight, the Nationals and the Astros, Max Scherzer and Zach Greinke will be on the mound for the respective teams. And in other news, the 2019 NFL trade deadline has come and gone. The Rams cleared up some cap space. They sent corner Aqib Talib on to the Dolphins. And the Raiders, well, they didn't get anybody in trade, but they did sign linebacker Brandon Marshall off of their practice squad. And the Bengals, or Bungles, will reportedly bench Andy Dalton after the bye week and start rookie Ryan Finley. Well, might as well. You're not winning with Dalton. Hey, you could lose with anybody.
As the weather begins to cool down, it's time to get back outside and enjoy the season with family and friends, which means it's also time to get some of those projects done. You know, the ones you've been putting off all summer long. When you DIY, let Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Visit one of our Do-It Centers today for all your landscaping and irrigation supplies, gardening tools, outdoor decor, paints and stains, grilling gear, Yeti coolers, rental equipment, and much more. You see, we know exactly what Valley residents are looking for. Because we're locally owned and family operated, serving this community for over a century. Check us out online at ImperialHardwareCompany.com. Our Do-It Centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a warehouse store with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. And remember, we're open 7 days a week. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, or Holtville to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company.
NBA action last night. The Heat hammered the Hawks 112-97. The Mavericks, they got by the Nuggets 109-106. And the Lakers with a 120-91 win over the Grizzlies. High school football coming up. It'll start tomorrow night. The Axe game. The Holtville Vikings in Calipatria to take on the Hornets. And the Axe is on the line. Meanwhile, the Calexico Bulldogs will visit the Southwest Eagles Friday night at Eagle Stadium. The Mountain Empire Redhawks will take on the Vincent Memorial Scots. And the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets will be in Imperial to take on the Tigers in another IVL contest. And that game with Mickey and George on the web at KXORadio.com. Oh, and there's another game. Yeah, the Bell game for the IVL Championship for the Bell. for perhaps a top 4 seed in the CIF playoffs in Division III. A top 4 seed would mean a bye. The Brawley Wildcats will visit Cal Jones Field on the campus of Central Union High School to take on the Spartans. John Driffel and I will be on hand at 6:45 on the web at kxoradio.com. You can listen anywhere in the world on the web, kxoradio.com. And in and around the Imperial, Yuma, Mexicali, and Coachella Valleys, you can listen on KXO AM 1230. The Bell Game, Friday night. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in El Centro, Hopeville, and Brawley. Get it done with a little help from the Imperial Hardware Company. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs. From business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and weather is brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Well, stocks opening mixed a bit. The Dow Jones Industrial right now up 4 at 27,074. The S&P 500 down 1.1 at 3,035. And the NASDAQ is up 2.15 at 8,279. Gold, well, it's up $4 an ounce, and oil is off 37 cents a barrel. Yeah, that means your gas prices will drop, right? Yeah. So what's happening? Well, most investors waiting to see what the Fed is going to say and waiting for perhaps another interest rate cut. Meanwhile, Molson Coors Brewing Company fell 1.9% in pre-market trade today after the company announced a restructuring of its operations that includes 400 to 500 job cuts, a new 2-business unit structure, and a name change. Our business is at an inflection point, Chief Executive Gavin Hattersley said in a statement. We can continue down the path we've been on for several years now, or we can make the significant and difficult changes necessary to get back on the right track.
One medical center in Imperial County is focused on you, Pioneers Memorial. Now, Pioneers and its Center for Joint Replacement is the first to receive the prestigious national designation as a Center for Excellence by the DNV organization. The Center for Joint Replacement at Pioneers is a team of specialized medical experts focusing on the individual needs of our patients. And as always, Pioneers means personalized care, where every patient receives the commitment of many with the focus on one, you.
It will be sunny today with a high near 68. North wind 10 to 15 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 40. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest after midnight. Thursday, sunny with a high near 73. Northwest wind about 5 miles per hour. 53 degrees downtown, 14% relative humidity. Wind out of the north at 8 to 10 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, the leading medical center in the Imperial Valley. At Pioneers, it's the commitment of many with a focus on one, you.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is next, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kafen. New evacuations this morning ordered in Simi Valley, California, as a fast-moving wildfire took shape. It's not far from the Reagan Presidential Library. Melissa Giller works there and says firefighters have responded.
They're at the Reagan Library up at the hill, all around our Air Force One Pavilion building, which is the direction the fire is coming up.
Winds have kicked up in that area. Craig Figner lives there.
There has been this really incredible, powerful windstorm, strong gusts that are hitting all over. And here comes another water-dropping chopper. It almost looks like the wind's kind of pushing it around a little bit as well.
The destructive Kincaid fire in Northern California is 30% contained now. Strong winds are a factor there today, too. President Trump defended his call to Ukraine's president again this morning on Twitter. CBS's Bill Rakoff has more on what's on tap today for the House impeachment investigation.
A State Department Foreign Service officer will tell lawmakers that former National Security Advisor John Bolton warned about the role of Rudy Giuliani, President Trump's personal lawyer, as a go-between with Ukraine. Christopher Anderson is expected to describe a June meeting with Bolton in which Bolton said he supported White House engagement with Ukraine, but he'll say that Bolton also warned about Giuliani's role.
Unrest in Chile has prompted the country's president to scrap two major summit meetings. One was to feature President Trump and leaders from the Pacific Rim.
News of the canceled economic summit blindsided White House officials just 2.5 weeks before President Trump was to travel to Santiago. Just this week, Mr. Trump acknowledged the civil unrest in the Chilean capital, but he also expressed the hope that authorities would be able to tamp it down. It had been the president's hope to sign the first phase of a new trade agreement with China on the sidelines of the summit in Chile.
White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy, a global climate summit planned for December, was also canceled today. Amid the growing concerns about vaping in this country, a former Juul employee has filed suit against the e-cigarette maker. CBS News correspondent Anna Werner.
This former executive says in that lawsuit that he raised concerns about the contamination of Juul's mint refill kits back in March. He also says he voiced concern about the company selling expired products in meetings with senior management, concerns he claims were ignored.
A pathologist hired by Jeffrey Epstein's brother tells Fox News he found evidence suggesting the accused sex trafficker may have been strangled. Authorities ruled the New York jailhouse death a suicide. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down about 8 points and the NASDAQ is down 3. This is CBS News.
Capital One is reimagining banking, offering accounts with no fees or minimums that can be opened in 5 minutes. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A. Member FDIC.
Live from State Farm, we have Sharon Flaversham, IT Manager, attempting the 47th of our 100 Acts of Good. Today's good deed, she will attempt to escort a little old lady across the road. Hands held, elbows interlocked. Steady. Such courage. And they're across.
It's on the board!
Bravo, Sharon. And bravo to all State Farm employees, challenging themselves to get on the board with 100 Acts of Good.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. And we give you this toy monkey, which will bang its cymbals when the right resume appears. Okay, there is no monkey.
I said there is no monkey!
But skills tests, that's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
The Trump administration's launching a website today to help people deal with substance abuse issues. It's findtreatment.gov. Some registered sex offenders have won a legal battle in Georgia.
A federal judge is prohibiting sheriff's deputies in Butts County, Georgia, near Macon, from putting Halloween warning signs outside the homes of registered sex offenders. The sheriff's office placed signs that read, "Do not trick or treat at this address," in the front yards of sex offenders last year. 3 of them filed suit, and the judge ruled there's no evidence that the offenders pose any threat to children, and the signs violate their right to privacy. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
A new poll indicates kids who trick or treat this year are more likely to get candy instead of healthier alternatives. The Associated Press NORC poll finds most of us think it's unsafe for children to go out collecting treats on their own. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The food insecurity rate for Imperial Valley is estimated at 17% for all residents. Tragically, it soars to 33% for our children. Imagine 1 of every 3 children are challenged by hunger. The Imperial Valley Food Bank is striving to end hunger in the valley. When kids have nutritious food to eat, they learn more in school, are sick less often, crime declines, and the cycle of poverty can end. This is Jean Oswald asking you to support the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, let me call you back, man.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hi, so I have this stain and I heard you're the guy.
Say no more. Valley Dry Cleaning's got you covered. There you go, man.
Cool, man. Hey, man, you got it out. What'd you guys do?
Let's just say we've got a secret weapon.
Thanks, man.
Don't miss out on the St. Mary's School Halloween Carnival, the best Halloween carnival in the valley. But of course there are games for the kids, arts and crafts, music, a haunted house, a bouncy house, cakewalk, great food, beverages, and lots of family fun. Enter the costume contest. There'll be prizes for the cutest, the scariest group or family, and best overall. The St. Mary's School Halloween Carnival, Thursday, October 31st. Halloween at St. Mary's Church on La Brucherie in El Centro from 5 till 10 p.m.